Welcome back to the beach. Welcome to episode 3 of the Ulti Show. We're coming to you live at the end of the day, day 3 at the World Championships of Beach Ultimate. As always, I'm Brian.
And I'm Kaz. Oh! And these are just some of the volunteers who've been joining us this week doing a really crucial job at the tournament. So we've got one volunteer right here. What's your name?
It's Arthur.
Arthur, what job have you been doing this week?
We are here for the scorekeeping. Okay.
Very important job, guys. So remember to be nice to those volunteers. They're doing the scorekeeping.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Merci.
So, scorekeeping, critical job at any tournament. So there are 741 games at this tournament. We have 3 scorekeepers and timekeepers at every game.
Wow.
So over 2,200 shifts that need to be done out in the hot sun
that is
to get
a
this
lot
off.
of volunteering needed there, right?
Absolutely.
Incredible. So just to remind you guys, you can connect with us, hashtag the Ulti Show and hashtag WCBU2017. That's World Championships of Beach Ultimate 2017. And the live streams, you can watch us live and all the games and all the action, live.wcbu2017.org. So what are we going to talk about today, Brian?
Well, today we're going to talk about volunteers.
Oh, great.
Because it's Volunteer Day here at the Beach Championships. We'll also have an interview with Shiellah, who's the Director of Volunteers at the Championships. And we're going to talk about your viewer questions. So we've got a viewer question to answer. That question came in from a good friend of mine, Anya Hammond from Vancouver.
Anya.
Thanks, Anya. She asked what division is going to see the biggest change in terms of medalists. So,
what do you think about that?
Looking at that one, I think it's going to be the Grand Masters division. Last year or 2 years ago, it was USA, Sweden, and France. USA is still there, but there's going to be a bit of a dogfight for those other medal spots. Canada's in the mix. Great Britain's in the mix. France is there. France is in the mix, so it's going to be tough for those other teams to get in there. I think that's where you'll see your turnover.
Wow.
But speaking of turnover and things that have changed, there's been a big change in the participation, the number of teams that are here in each division.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, what about the women's division, right? Because there were 6 teams, is that right, in
Exactly.
Dubai?
6 in Dubai, 16 here this week.
What a difference.
A big difference in women's masters as well. Only there were 6 in Dubai. There are 12 here.
Double the numbers. That's
double
great,
the numbers,
guys.
and more than double the numbers. Mixed masters, kind of a new division. 5 in Dubai, 12 here today this week.
And actually, I mean, the numbers have been growing so greatly over the years that, in fact, this year we had to split off the tournament. So the Great Grand Masters is actually being played in Portugal right now because we couldn't fit them into one tournament. It just shows how many more players are getting involved. It's fantastic stuff.
You bet. So it's been great to see all the volunteers here. It's always a great camaraderie among volunteers, as far as I can tell.
So, shall we talk now to the tournament director of volunteers? Here's Shiellah Quintos. She's going to have a little chat with us about all these amazing volunteers. Shiellah, thank you for joining us. So first of all, how many volunteers are there with you and what kind of jobs are they doing?
I have 88 volunteers.
88?
Yes, they're doing the scorekeeping and also working at the food and beverage.
And how do you find volunteers? Is there some sort of interviewing process or application process?
Yes, there's an online application process that was started like 6 months ago.
Wow.
And they apply to be here in France.
In the games. So have people come from different countries?
Definitely. We have people from all over Europe. We even have from Dominican Republic, from Canada, the US.
That's amazing, isn't it? And what a great job that they're doing for us. Really appreciate it. What are some of the more difficult jobs that players might not be aware of? Are there some behind-the-scenes volunteer jobs out there?
We do have to do some cleanup of the fields. So it would be helpful if the players can also help clean up the fields.
You heard it, guys. Clean up of the fields. That's important stuff.
Exactly. And we do a lot with getting the lunches out for the players, so that helps if they're there on time to pick them up.
That's wonderful stuff. I mean, thank you for all the work and for all the volunteers. We really appreciate it. And actually, it's appreciated so much that this year we've asked the teams to bring gifts, right? Can you tell us about the volunteer gift program?
Exactly. We asked the teams to donate 2 gifts to give to the volunteers as a token of appreciation for their participation.
Wow, fantastic stuff. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Shiellah Quintos. She's the tournament director of volunteers.
You're welcome.
Oh, and fancy that, here is one of those gifts now. Amazing stuff. This is from the Mexican team,
The Mexican team gave a couple of these wrestling masks to the volunteers, so a couple volunteers will be getting these nice masks, which are very hot. Very hot.
So maybe one to bring back to your home country, somewhere slightly cooler, if you're going to be wearing those and doing some fake wrestling, right?
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about now, we're going to get on to our polls. So we had a poll in the field yesterday. We asked everybody what the biggest rivalry in Ultimate was.
Oh,
and not a big surprise here, I don't think. We got over 50% of respondents said it was Canada-Japan.
Canada-Japan.
That's a rivalry that's kind of been simmering for a while. They've had some pretty spicy games.
Woohoo.
And I think it'll be interesting to watch those two countries in the World Games later on this summer. Some good shout-outs there as well to the Great Britain-Ireland rivalry, which is on tap at these tournaments. They've had a few games, and we'll probably see some more close ones that happen there.
Nice stuff.
We're going to stick with volunteers for our poll question today.
Yep. What's the poll question then, Ryan?
Poll question is, what volunteer job do you as the Ultimate community most appreciate when you come to a tournament? So we're going to have 4 selections, but if you have something else that we didn't mention, make sure to give us a hashtag the Ulti Show and let us know what you think.
Absolutely. So just a reminder, as Brian's just mentioned, how to connect with us, hashtag the Ulti Show, hashtag WCBU2017, and also those live streams, right? So you can watch everything on pitch 2 and 3, which are actually the pitches behind us. You can see that on FanSeat. So a reminder, if you subscribe to them, you're going to get the first month free, which is a fantastic deal, isn't it? And then the main pitch, you can see at live.wcbu2017.org.
You bet. And we want everybody tuning in from all over the world to watch these fantastic Ultimate players play a great game on the beach in France.
That's it, guys. From the Ulti Show for this week. We'll be at the beach all week.
We will.
See you next time.